The Lost Boys, The Thirst, is the third and final Lost Boys film, and this is the only one that hinges on Corey Feldman. Yes, Corey Feldman is in the first two, but he was a background character. It's good having him in like front and center because he's such an underrated guy, and he hasn't really done a truly good film since The Burbs back in the 80s. The movie also has Jamieson Newlander reprising his role as Alan Frog. Jamieson Newlander played Alan Frog in the very first Lost Boys film, and what's good about The Lost Boys, The Thirst, is it's a step up from the previous Lost Boys film with Ted Hilgenbrink and Angus Sutherland. That movie was just so insufferable, but this one is it's not as bad. We end up finding out near the beginning that Alan Frog, during one of their blood-sucking missions, is he's overpowered and some vampire blood is poured into him. So unfortunately, Alan Frog is part vampire. It's really taking an even bigger strain on Edgar and Alan's a little bit rocky relationship. So Edgar's trailer's about to be repossessed, and he wants to sell some things, but but later he ends up getting an offer to find this teenage boy. He's the sister of this vampire novelist, so Edgar sees it as an opportunity to gather some money and to maybe destroy the alpha vampire once and for all, because what's happened in the previous Lost Boys films is, yes, they destroy the head vampire, but it's like a pyramid scheme. There's always going to be a vampire above and above and above them. Well, apparently, if Edgar can destroy this vampire is like the alpha vampire. So if this vampire gets destroyed, there's going to be no more vampires ever again. He ends up gathering this team, tries to destroy the head vampire, save this teenage boy, and a little bit later on into the film, we end up learning some crazy things, some crazy truths about some of the vampires and everything. And yeah, eventually the movie gets better and better as it goes along. Let's start off with the bad about the film, okay? You can really tell that this movie was made with the pretty low budget. The acting isn't very good, but still, it's still a little step up from the previous one. The script isn't very good, and the movie's only like 80 minutes long or something like that, but it feels way longer. And also the movie is it starts off so dull, and yeah, even though it's only 80 minutes, the boredom in this really overpowers a lot. But here's some good, okay? As the movie progresses, it gets more exciting, it gets more enjoyable, and even though the first little bit of the film is pretty dull, there are some moments during that boredom where it's interrupted by some okay action scenes. And when I say okay action scenes, I just mean they were a step up from the previous one, okay? And while the movie is progressively getting better as it goes along, the last act of the film I thought was like okay. I don't think that the amount of good that this movie had really outweighs any of the bad by any means. Nope, I just think that this movie was a step up from the Lost Boys: The Tribe from 2008. And it's cool seeing Corey Feldman back front and center. But unfortunately, this isn't a very good movie. I'm sure that if it was like a theatrical film, that it probably would have been been better. Probably would have had a better script, better acting, but you know what we got right now, step up, but still not quite as still not a great film. Like it really, I mean, this wasn't going to be a great film, but yeah, it could have, should have, would have been better. So yeah, I feel like giving Lost Boys: The Thirst from 2010 2 stars out of 4. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you again next time.